Hey, what's going on, folks? Happy Friday. Welcome to Ubisoft News Plays. My name is Yusuf Magid.
I'm Chris Waters. Happy to see y'all. We're playing Might and Magic Chess Royale.
Oh, yeah. Chris, I've been talking about this game for a very long time. I did stream it once when you were out that day. I took advantage of you being gone to stream what is one of my favorite games right now.
You did that, and then you have been telling me about how you're going to go esports pro ever since.
Yes, 100%. So Might and Magic
Suffice
Chess
to say,
Royale,
you're enjoying it.
very much so. I was telling you earlier, but we're playing on PC right now for the sake of the streaming. I normally play this on mobile. It is also on iOS and Android devices, free to play on both. But I have been lightweight obsessed with this game. It is one part auto chess, one part battle royale. So what I'm doing now is sort of planning my army out. You see this sort of like chessboard style thing in front of you, and I have my units out in front of me. And
You're
I'm
this
fighting,
hero on the horse with the glowing green horseshoes.
I am
Ludmilla.
And so we're also playing this because the Heroes Reborn update just launched. So it added heroes like Ludmilla, who my opponent also has. And they add an entirely new layer of strategy and complexity to the game that was already pretty strategic and fairly complex. But we're here to show it off a little bit, explain to you a little bit of tactics and strategies that go into the game, share some tips. I don't mean to toot my own horn, Chris, but I'm not too shabby at this game.
All right. I mean, here you are. This is what we're seeing now is the board of all the 100 players that started this. And you're into round 9.
Yes. So me and my opponent right now are
you're in the
both
top
on 8 win
15.
streaks. So my opponent and I have not lost. That, when a immovable object comes up against a unstoppable force, what happens, Chris?
You're about to find out.
Ooh, I love me a stalker. All right. How can I play the stalker, though? Because, might have to switch out my zealot for now. All right, so what I just did there, Chris, is I played a stalker because it gave me 3 of these units that have this little purple dragon. It's what we call the dungeon synergy. So when I have 3 of those, when the battle starts, a random ally unit is going to be automatically duplicated. So we see there, we just instantly got a second Hydra.
A second Hydra, that just puts so many more, like, snaky necks on the board. I see 4 of them.
Well, so the cool thing about the Hydra is that when it dies, it spawns 2 baby Hydras, Chris. Because if you know anything about mythology, cut 1 head off a Hydra, it grows 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Top 11, Yusuf.
Top 11. And we came up against someone else who was undefeated, and we steamrolled them.
That was pretty vicious. So at this point, when we see these units pop up right here, you are looking at the store and choosing, like, okay, who do I want to buy to add to my army this round?
Exactly. I'm clicking on the shop, and I'm seeing what units can I buy, either to just add them, as a single unit. But right now, if you look in the bottom left, I'm level 8. That means I can place 8 units, and I have 8 out of 8 on the board right now. So I'm not always necessarily trying to add a unit, is I'm seeing if I can buy a unit that I already have. Because if you merge 3 of the same unit together, what you do is you get a 2-star unit, and it's way more powerful than just a 1-star unit.
You just kind of smush them together.
Exactly.
First Blood Fever, Blood Feast.
So yeah, what you're seeing come up there are these battle powers that heroes have that are triggered abilities. So for Ludmilla, when my first unit dies, my remaining units acquire 100% life leech for 8 seconds. That's a pretty good ability. I like it a lot. I'm rolling with that one. For the time being. Ooh, you see we're on fire now, Chris. That's because we have
You're rolling all right.
10 games in a row.
But you haven't come up against Lord Hugs.
I've not come across against Lord Hugs just yet. All right, so you're seeing this little thing flashing here. These are spells. So once one person gets eliminated, common spells are unlocked. Once 50 people are eliminated, rare spells are unlocked. And then once you get in the top 10, you get legendary spells. So these are passive buffs you get that you can buy that do pretty good things. So like every 4 seconds, countless arrows are fired, dealing. When I buy this one more time, it'll be 300 damage to all foes. I'm gonna spend all.
Is that a big number?
Gold.
What'd you say?
It's a good number. It's a sizable number. So I just spent all of my gold that round, 18 gold, which is quite a lot. to completely max out that spell.
Just sinking it all into spells. So we're going to keep an eye out for rains of arrows coming down. Oh gosh, that was speedy.
See, it worked. It paid off.
It paid off. Folks, if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We are the Ubisoft news team. I'm Chris. He's Yusuf. Yusuf is playing right now. We're playing Might and Magic Chess Royale, a free-to-play auto battle royale on PC and mobile. We are the Ubisoft news team. What we do is stream Ubisoft games for these like casual Let's Plays twice a week. We also write news, do interviews with developers, create videos for YouTube and stuff to just tell you more about Ubisoft games and all that stuff. Join us in the chat. We're on twitch.tv/Ubisoft. The chat is open there, but if you're watching on YouTube or Mixer, we're glad to have you. So thanks for watching there too. And let us know in the chat if you have been playing this game. This came out a little while ago, but there's a big update this week that Yusuf is delving into. But let us know if you're in there playing. I want to know. So I want to see what your thoughts are.
Once again, Chris, we are up against an undefeated foe.
Okay, big match coming out here.
Ooh, they have a 3-star ranger here. So that means that those gold stars there, that means they combined 9 different rangers together.
That's tough.
That is tough.
I'm seeing a lot of arrows hitting the floor.
That's because of our spell.
Pretty good for you.
Yeah. So that I honestly think me having, because that you can see here they have a level 1 version of that spell, so their arrows do 100 damage, whereas my arrows do 300 damage because I bought more instances of that spell. So I think that was honestly the difference.
Top 4, baby. What's up, Hoosier Daddy? Yes, big brain plays today. That's what Yusuf is bringing out here. He's in the top 4. Might and Magic Chess Royale. So if you haven't played this game, I'm curious, have you played a Might and Magic game? Because this is a Ubisoft franchise from a long time ago. I used to play Heroes of Might and Magic a bunch with my friends back in the day. So let me know. Talk to me about Might and Magic history. Ooh, and Tyrelther saying, been having fun with the new Stronghold synergy.
Oh, yeah. I actually don't have any Stronghold units right now.
Do you know what it's all about? Tyrelther, you gonna let us know? What's good about Stronghold synergy? I'm curious. All right, Yusuf. Top 4.
Top 4, let's go. Come on. Again, oh, this is the same person we used top 4. They have that level 3 ranger.
It looks like they definitely upgraded their arrow spells.
Yes, they have a lot of healing right now. They have this Dryad. They have a
it's going to be close.
Ooh,
it's going to be close.
They came out on top, so they upgraded their arrows. I think they had more healing that time. So I just came up against the same person I fought last time, even though I had placed... I placed an Archangel, which is a pretty powerful legendary unit, but only at 1 star. And
Archangels were the hotness, as Hoosier Dad says, back when it was a 3DO property. Yeah, this franchise has some history with different companies. All right, so you're merging now,
yes.
Right?
So I just merged 3 red dragons into a single unit, so I can play a much more powerful unit. And like if you can see the stats up there right above our heads, this thing does a lot of damage, has high DPS compared to something like an Archangel, which is a tank unit. This is a ranged DPS unit.
Oh my goodness, the bars. At this point, I'm just trying to check out these little bars. All right, so you're using a new hero now.
Yes, so because I lost that last round, I lost that hero. I'm now on the next hero of my roster. Oh, the heals are too strong.
The heals are real big. Those they had not a lot of health, but it just kept staying at like 20-30% on all those units.
Oh man, okay. So I just lost back-to-back after not losing the first, 11 or so.
All right, how's he going to come back from this, folks? He's in the top 3.
Luckily, I have my strongest hero for last, but so does this person here. And this person, you can see, they've gotten 1 instance of every spell.
That is a lot of spells.
I prefer to invest most of my gold in units, not spells. So right now, all of my units are level 2, except my Hydra and my Archangel. I have 1 of each on the bench, so it means I only need 1 more of either to upgrade them to level 2. So I'm going to keep refreshing the shop until I hopefully, cross my fingers, get 1.
And still have enough money to buy it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get the Archangel. All right. That wasn't... This was a poor choice.
Not feeling strong, Yusuf, I believe.
See,
spells versus... Oh, I don't know. It's not looking great. It's okay. Oh, it's okay.
doing all right. We're doing all right.
Seems doable. Celestial Savior. I don't like the sound of that.
You gotta take out that Dryad. You gotta take out that Dryad.
2.
Yes.
By the skin of his teeth.
Yeah,
Yusuf, it
Daddy
says,
knows. Those
it says
heroes
top
that-
1.
We won.
What does it mean when it says yeah, number 1 on screen? Yusuf?
go.
What does that mean?
That's how we do it. First match.
Nicely done.
Woo! First game of the day. Pulling out a win. So yeah,
Big bird
you see
plays.
here we got 30 trophies. We have 150 silver medals. We didn't get any Azor medals
that
because I didn't equip any of the heroes of the day. So there are certain heroes that are specially marked. If you place like top 50 with them, you'll get special medals that can open special chests. This is all new in the Heroes Reborn update, and we also got 13 gold coins as well. Here's like a little game summary. You can see
That's quite a streak.
we won, yeah, this streak, and then lost 2, and then finally came out on top.
You kept your composure.
I know, it was tough for sure. You can see what your spells were, what your final synergies were, what your final army looked like, how you spent your gold. This I think really helps with strategy. Again, this is all brand new to the game. It was not in the game a week ago. So I can see I spent 28 gold just upgrading my XP. So upgrading XP allows me to play more units. It also means the shop will have higher value units. I spent 21. I wasted 21 gold re-rolling the shop. So that's a number ideally you'd want to keep down, but it is what it is. Gold spent on spells 18 because I bought 3 of these and that they cost 6 each. I eliminated 4 players overall, and then my top damaging unit was my level 2 Red Dragon, which makes sense. It's a legendary unit upgraded to level 2. Even though I played it so late, it still did the most damage.
Gotta love the Red Dragon. Yusuf, before we get into the next one, I want you to look into the Twitch chat and read Terrelther's comment about their loadout, and let me know what you think.
I used to make it a big scary knoll, sacrifice necro and dungeon spawns. Try to get orc killed first, so all the buffs go to the knoll. Had 200k DPS or 25k DPS on one fight. Yeah. So what they're talking about is the dungeon synergy. So that's this is Stronghold.
The Stronghold one, yeah.
I believe is that what they're talking about?
Yeah, because they had mentioned they were having really fun with the new Stronghold synergy.
So Stronghold is this red hand you see here. And so this is the orc that they're saying this is the knoll. And I believe
the knoll is like a hyena monster.
It's a ranged unit, as you
it.
can see here. It has this hunter ability also, which means that when there's no unit near it, it gains attack speed. You can also see how they change because the models do change as you upgrade them. It's kind of cool. He gets a helmet. But so the way Stronghold works is if you have 2 Stronghold units, when one dies, the other goes into like berserk mode and just like attacks like way faster.
I will avenge you.
Yeah, or we can see here. Yeah, when an ally unit dies, the closest Stronghold unit will deal additional 30 damage until the end of the fight. If you have all 4 of the units, then we'll deal an additional 60 damage until the end of the fight. So again, really good. Colossus units, I didn't have any that game, but each Colossus, after you get 2, increases their max HP by 3% or 6% if you have all 4.
Now, I feel like we didn't see a lot of matches that time where it came down to like really tiny health bars, but you were warming up earlier before the stream started, and there was one match that was really just like the final hit between your last 2 remaining units. So it like does come down to it.
100%. And like if you're not paying attention to synergies at all, you will not win. That is probably one of the most important things. So there's often times where it's like I have maybe a 1-star green unit, or I can play a 2-star blue unit, and it's like, okay, well blue units are better, and if it's 2 stars, it's definitely better than a 1-star green. But if that 1-star green is going to finish a synergy for you, especially if it's something like the dungeon synergy, it's absolutely worth it to play it.
Yeah, you were saying dungeon synergy is your go-to.
This is my favorite. This is always what I try to do. I always try to pull it out. If I can, I'll always try and get a Harpy, a Hydra, and a Stalker. I'm not a big fan of the Troglodyte.
Troglodyte?
Troglodyte, yes. I mean, it's a 1-star, base support unit. It's fine at a pinch at the beginning of the game, but what I think is important to remember too is that as you're playing and as you're going through, is cycle out your units. So like at the very beginning of the game, sure, it might be cool to have a ghost, especially if you can get it to a 2-star ghost. They're really good at the early game. But when you're like when you need to place more units on the board and you're out of space, just sell it. Sell your 2-star ghost unit. You'll get 3
Sell a
gold
ghost.
back.
Lots of people want to buy ghosts these days.
Exactly.
It's a seller's market for ghosts.
The nice thing about this game too is that you don't actually lose any money when you sell. Like you can buy a 5-star legendary, decide, oh, I actually don't want to use this, sell it back and get 5 gold back. So it never hurts you to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we opened this chest because we had 150 things, and so we have means to upgrade our heroes. If we jump in here, you can see our heroes. Oh, we got a new one. Anastasia.
Hierophant of the Spider Cult. Spider Cult sounds creepy as
Yeah,
very creepy.
So she's a necromancer, so if I level her up, she'll do... let me move our pip so you can see a little better.
What's up, Obby Gamer? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Oh, we're moving around campus over here, huh, Yusuf?
So
right,
yeah,
if
if I level her up, she'll give me a synergy boost to my necromancer units, and then if I level her up all the way, a favored unit of hers, which I can't tell exactly what that is. Oh, that might
looks
be
like a dragon.
That's the bone dragon.
Looks like a dragon of some sort.
Yeah, if I play the bone dragon, it'll gain 30% damage and HP.
Bone dragon. So good. Yeah, and I'm actually I'm remembering like some of these units and monsters from Heroes of Might and Magic's past. Who's Your Daddy's commenting on the models. Like the monster modeling as you've been going through here is like one of the it just like is very visually cool, and so I'm definitely into it.
So here, like Shiva, the Shaman Rider, we got. So you see right here, like there's an individual like coin currency tied to each hero, and as you get it, it means you can upgrade them more. So if we upgrade her, you'll see her attack will go to 9 from 7, her magic will go from 7 to 8, and defense will go from 6 to 8. So we definitely want to do that. And I probably still won't be playing her.
But let's do. Should you try a hero of the day?
That's a good point.
To try to get your Azure medal.
Yeah. So let's see who are my heroes of the day. We have Ivan Griffin. Okay. So right now what I'm judging them on is how high I've leveled them up. Because I want to make sure their battle power is at least unlocked, and you have to upgrade your heroes to be able to unlock their battle power, and then their base stats. So you see here, 9 attack, 7 magic, 8 defense. If you click into this, you see that this 9 attack means that all of my units get a bonus of 45% damage. So
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, obviously, but the more imagine, something I have.
What if it was a bigger number?
12 attack here. That's 60% bonus damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
16
big. That's big.
here. That's 80.
Hey, Kaiser Dark Axe, what's up? Amin has fallen. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. We do look at the chat. Amin has fallen. We're glad to have you here. My fire bow is on the scene, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what kind of fire bows we're gonna be able to implement here, Yusuf, but just so you know,
we'll see what
my fire bow is watching.
All right. So between the 4 daily heroes today, I have Ivan. So during the entire fight, Haven units have a 10% armor bonus and are immune to crowd control. So those are
plus 10 armor bonus.
Plus 10. Is that not what I said? Sorry.
You said 10%. I don't know which is better.
Plus 10 armor bonus. So then we go here to Shiva. First foe to die spawns a banner. Banner grants 100% attack speed to nearby allies. That's pretty good, but you need to be close. I probably won't use Gem if I'm being honest, because her stats are pretty low. I haven't upgraded her enough. But
I'm sorry, just call her Gem.
I mean, how would you pronounce that?
Gem.
All right, that's fair. That's
fair. With the word Gem.
Well,
I do like Gem.
Maybe actually. It's Gem. You don't know.
It might be. I don't know. I haven't met this lady.
Chat, does anyone know? Who's Your Daddy's giving me flack for Gem also, so maybe not.
I mean, it's not like it's a made-up name. It's
all
a word.
All names are made up. All words are made up.
That's true. I mean, that you can't argue with it. It's true. All right, let's go. Let's get into a match here, Yusuf. I want to see some action.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna place. Let's play Shiva. We'll rock with Shiva.
Did it say you could level her up though?
I can't level her up more than she is already, because I don't have enough of the hero shards.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right. And so I actually took out Fulgar, even though he is a rare hero and has better stats, because actually, Bulgar has a pretty good battle power too. I'm gonna put him back in. But I really like Ludmilla's battle power also. So we're just gonna have to sacrifice not having her, just to get that daily hero.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Let's do the daily hero. And so you'll have to make it to the top 50 in order to get your bonus.
Yes, which should be doable. I'm not too worried about that. We did just win a game. Now,
I mean,
come on,
you started it off at number 1.
have some faith in me. We'll get to the top 50.
I really do.
All right, so it's populating us here with the players. And look, if you're seeing this 3 down here, that's how many like sort of lives you have and how many heroes you have. So as we start, beating up on each other, these numbers will go down, and you can see, how everyone's doing.
How the field is doing. Yeah, and like you lose that 3 goes down to 1, and then you lose, you're out. And also the thing that you don't fight like head to head, fight 3 matches against a person until one of you goes away. You are like hopping around fighting different opponents.
Totally. And another new thing that the update added is these starting units. So based off of every hero comes with their own starting units. So I don't even need to spend any money this round. I can just play all 3 of these units, which sure, let's do that. And then I can save all this money now for next round. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna buy this Knoll because it's gonna hopefully get me one step closer to a 2-star Knoll. And then I'm gonna buy the Valkyrie and the Orc because I really like the warrior synergy that they provide.
Sounds good. 3 on 3. How many units are we expecting to come out from the other?
Yeah, it'll be
all right.
So something worth noting too. So they have 2 Orc units. So theoretically, you only need 2 stronghold units to activate the synergy, but they have to be 2 different stronghold units. So if you're using 2 Orcs, that's not going to activate your synergy.
Gotcha. Night Mammoth, if you're having trouble playing on your phone, support.ub.com is the place you want to go to see if there's any updates about that or to submit any sort of like technical issues that you're having. So that's where the folks who work on these games look. We don't work on the games. We're the Ubisoft news team. We just kind of try to showcase them and play them in these like casual Let's Plays in addition to doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So Yusuf is playing now. Fake it till you make it. We are live. Glad to have you in the chat. SRS, good to see you. Universe God, hello.
All right, so here I'm going to merge this Knoll, and it's going to give me a stronger Knoll right there. And then
Belinda, you're just in time for Yusuf to merge his Knoll. You know how he wants to merge Knoll.
Ooh, so the bad thing there, though, that I wasn't paying attention to is my plan was to upgrade, give me 1 extra XP so I could play another unit, but I spent it all trying to get this 2-star Knoll. So we will be a unit down this round, but so are they. So it all works out.
2-star Knoll better show up.
2-star Knoll definitely better show up.
Those poison blades. So here's a question I have for you. Oh gosh.
Uh-oh. Did not. So they have a vampire. Vampires are really good units. They do a decent amount of lifesteal. We're not gonna win this.
Defeat. We'll do, Night Mammoth, you can play this game on PC for sure. Yusuf is playing this game on PC right now.
Yeah. And
it's on PC, iOS, and Android, free on all platforms.
It's almost identical to the mobile version too in terms of UI and sort of just like layout. Like if you've played the mobile version, this should all look really familiar to you because it is basically the same.
Now, when it comes to board placement, you've got 3 rows. You're putting them pretty central.
Yes.
Is the kind of basic strategy like put your tanks and defense-heavy heroes, melee heroes up front, and your ranged ones in the back?
Yeah. So if you click on any unit, you could see what its range is. So these 2, only have 1 range. The Valkyrie has 2 range. The Knoll and the Zealot have real like 3 range.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Totally. So you want to place them in that order too. It also helps protect your backline units so they can
because they'll have
sit
to
back and do damage.
They'll attack the closest enemy.
Yeah, and it actually gets much more important too once you start factoring in spells. Again, I don't invest too much in spells until the legendaries, but there'll be certain spells that'll say, hey, all your backline units get a certain buff, or all your frontline units get a certain buff.
Sure, yeah.
There's a really, really powerful legendary unit called Tidal Wave, which starts at the front, and as it travels back along the enemy units, it does more and more damage to the back, further back rows. So once Tidal Wave opens up, what I always do is move all my units to the front line. and hope that my enemies don't, because my tidal wave will do massive damage against them.
And you will also suffer less if they bring tidal wave into the battle.
Exactly. These spells too change daily, or I think even more frequently than daily. So the spells you see here right now that are live in game, they'll be different tomorrow. They'll be different later this night.
Just kind of mixing up what's available for you to throw into the mix.
Exactly.
You are the synergy leader, by the way, heading into this match.
Oh, that's good to know. With only 4, that's interesting.
Yep. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, that was swift and decisive.
Swift, real fast.
Terrell, they're asking if I hook a Bluetooth keyboard to my phone, will the PC keyboard shortcut work? I don't know. Try it.
I've never hooked up a keyboard to my phone. I have no idea.
Me neither, actually. Have you done it before, Terrell? Or what have you had any success in doing that? Has anyone? I mean, presumably people have, but I just haven't done it myself. I'm curious. All right, Yusuf, you're in the top 66.
All right.
Your goal is top 50 at least to gain the little bonus for using a daily hero.
I think we're pretty much almost there. One more win should get us there for sure.
So your decisions ahead of the match right here are basically go to the store, buy units, or you can go to the spell. You can buy spells, and that's spending your gold. Then there's basically where you're placing your units and what units you're placing into action.
Exactly. So I will always check units first. If it's looking like I'm not gonna get the synergies I want, or be able to merge the units I want, I'll actually then check my level and see if I can upgrade my level a little bit. Because you can check the spells ahead of time. You can check the spells out of the game even, and know which ones you like, which ones you don't. So you don't necessarily always have to consider buying the spells, because you do have a limited amount of time between each round. You don't want to get caught not having done anything.
Top 50, Yusuf, you made it. You're number 4. You're top 49.
Hey, there we go. That's gonna give us an Azor shard.
Terrell, they're saying I hooked my Samsung phone to a USB-C portable touchscreen to make it work like a laptop. Oh. So you got the Bluetooth keyboard and then the portable touchscreen to make the phone bigger, this display bigger. Nice. And SRS offering some technical savvy here. If they use this same config file between versions, it should work if the key bindings are there and the drivers for keyboard and device are compatible. Again, give it a try. Let us know how it goes. We're not sure. Oh, merge in the Valkyrie. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So here, you can see, Chris, front wall units starting on the front wall gain a shield for 5 seconds at first, granting 50% chance to block 100 damage per attack. And as I buy more, that 5 goes to 7, that 50 goes to 75, and then eventually 9 and 90.
I see, yeah. So you could buy that spell multiple times to make it better.
Exactly.
Or save that gold to try to buy a higher level spell or another hero. It's all in the strategy.
Exactly. All that goodness. It's a close fight.
Oh, this is close. 2v1, 1v1.
The Zealot versus the Null. The Zealot comes out on top. So that's how it should work theoretically. The Zealot is a blue rare tier unit, whereas the Null is a white common unit, rare tier unit. So
nice.
I
mean, you want
rare should come out over common.
We got gamers linked in the Twitch chat saying, I'm bad at Battle Royale and auto battle games. Now they have both. Well, gamers linked, you came to the right stream. Yusuf is here sharing the tips. To me, he's making, it looks totally doable. I have no idea all this strategy that is going behind what this man's brain is doing, but he's sharing some of it today. That's kind of the point of the stream, is not just to share some tips on how to get in here and play this game, but also show off the new Heroes Reborn update, which brings in the heroes to the mix and a bunch of other updates that sort of give you a little more options on how to play the game.
So one of the things I didn't mention, Chris, that is important to consider is that once you refresh the shop, you lose access to those units. So right now, I had a chance there to try and refresh the shop and try to get another Harpy, and that way I could have fused my Harpies. But what would have happened is I would have lost access to these 2 Fire Giants. And I'm thinking of maybe trying to go for a Fire Giant build, or a merger next, because I already have 2 of them there. If I buy both of those, I'll only need 1 more. So
you are partial to the fire giants.
I am. I'm also partial to the harpies though. So it's like a give and take of, all right, do I refresh in the hopes of, do I get tunnel vision for one single unit and hope that I get it, or do I hold on to this shop lineup and wait till the next round? So I'm gonna buy both these fire giants.
It's going in on fire giants.
Okay, so I didn't even get the harpy that time either. Let's refresh this.
How much gold is the harpy?
A harpy is
So if
2
one
gold.
So if one popped up now, you'd be.
I could still
set.
buy it. Yeah.
Behemoth. Oh man, these units are taking me back, man. I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the harpy for now and place a fire giant because that's a better unit. And if I don't have, the only reason I really like the harpy is because it feeds into my dungeon synergy, which I don't have anything close to that right now.
Fire giants out there mixing it up. Seems good, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Seems very good.
Whew. All right, that was the right call.
Fire giant still standing. Boom. Into the top 15?
Oh yeah.
Strong showing.
All right.
Jambone asking, I started playing on mobile and I want to swap over to my computer. Is there any way I can do that? Yusuf, you play on both mobile and PC.
Yeah, so unfortunately the accounts are separate. You can't just like transfer everything over. At least if there is a way to do it, I haven't found it yet. Oof, I am hurting right now. Sorry. So yeah, but you can start over. You don't lose really much of anything. With the Heroes Reborn update, you won't have progress on your heroes. You have to unlock more. But other than that, the game is pretty much the same. I'm not doing so hot this round.
Not so much.
Oh, the comeback? The comeback, maybe?
Hey now. Ooh. Oh wait, who are these like ghosts hopping around?
Yeah, so they had I believe they had a Lich, and the Lich can spawn, like specters.
Top 10, Yusuf.
Top 10, here we go.
Yeah, I'm looking at this support article about Might and Magic Chess Royale, and it says cross-progression play with one profile on several devices is not currently supported. If you want to read a little bit more about some frequently asked questions or technical information, I put the link into the Twitch chat.
So I spent all my money that round on arrows.
As you do.
As I do. It paid off for us last time, so I'm going to roll with it again. But that means my units aren't going to get any stronger this time around. And you can see I am... once I play the Behemoth, it'll give me my Colossus synergy with my Fire Giant, so that's something I can do possibly next round.
Jambone is saying Rain of Arrows is OP.
It's interesting you say that, Jambone. I think it's good. I think Tidal Wave is by far the best skill. Like Tidal Wave, if you power up Tidal Wave all the way, it'll do 900 damage to backline units. And like if people just aren't paying attention and place units in the backline, like a weak level 1 Ghost or Troglodyte or something like that, like it'll basically wipe them out.
Forget it. Forget it, Troglodytes. You're done.
Okay. So here's my thing, Chris. Here's my thing. It would cost me 6 gold to be able to play another unit. That means I'll have 4 other to work with. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I can either place the Behemoth and it'll give me the Colossus synergy, or I can place the Archangel and it'll give me the Haven synergy. And they'll both go with 2 others that I already have out there. I'm gonna go Behemoth, because he looks like a gorilla, and I am partial to gorillas.
And Behemoth is very visually imposing.
Ooh, so this person is going all... Ooh! This person is all heals and long-range DPS. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, the Behemoth went down. Cool.
Oh! Came out on top.
Got him! In the top 5 win. Here we go. Hey, Boraditsiki. Boro. Hi there from the Discord mods. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you join us here. Hey, adorable Tommy. Looking adorable today. Yusuf, round 12. You're on a 9-game win streak into the top 5 here in the Battle Royale Auto Chess Clash of Heroes. Oh, Might and Magic Chess Royale.
There it is. There it is.
You've seen this Mundo, and I know you're not picking the Mundo, but it's kind of a very soothing creature to look at.
It is. It's nice. I'm not picking it because I don't have anything near that synergy that I'm trying to like build towards. Okay, I'm gonna spend the rest of my money to power up, and then this means after this round, every round you get 1 XP. So after this round, I'll be level 9. I'll be able to place another unit. Because right now, I'm not getting the merges I need.
Not getting the merges you need to be top of the pops.
Top pops.
Uh-oh.
Not going good for me.
I don't think so, buddy.
So real quick,
Elias giving a shout out to the Lebanese opponent that you're facing.
Oh yeah, you could. That's kind of fun. You could always see the flag where people are from, and you can actually change the flag too in your settings. You can change your flag, your portrait, and you unlock more as you upgrade them as well.
R.I.P. says Jambone TV.
So one thing I wanted to point out, Chris, is that now that my heroes have swapped out and their stats are different, my entire unit stats are different. So the DPS on the Colossus was under 200 before, but now you can see it's way higher.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I like the Stalker. So I'm buying them now, and it's if I want to sell, it's okay. I can sell them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Terrell there was offering some their sort of opinion on what they would have done in your behemoth question scenario earlier. Would have involved selling and then buying. So yeah, I feel like I feel like my instinct would be like once I bought it, I bought it. I got to make use of it. But sometimes selling that unit to reposition, way to go.
Oof, we're not gonna make it, Chris. We go out.
Defeat.
I think we went out at number 4. Number 5.
Number 5, not too shabby. Not too shabby playing for your off hero. But tell me about you got your Azure medal today.
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
So the Azure medals, you'll see here once we get back to the home screen. So it contributes to this chest here, this Azure chest. And so these are like better chests, like you'll get better heroes that come out of them, better hero shards, more hero shards. That come out of more gold than something like a regular wood chest here.
So you're getting some of these hero currency for those heroes that will help you upgrade them.
Exactly. Yeah. So and if you see here, like it takes, let's see, let's go here for example. So like I need 35 hero shards to upgrade Ivan from level 6 to level 7.
Mm-hmm.
But for someone like Catherine, I only need 10 to upgrade her from 4 to 5. So it takes less shards to upgrade these higher level heroes, and you can see she caps out at level 10, whereas rare heroes cap out at level 15. And common ones go all the way up to 30.
Yeah, and Common Conquer saying you also need the level in order to upgrade Catherine, the War Queen, as well. That's another element.
Yeah, my hero level right now, again, because this isn't my main account, this is a new account, I'm only level 6 here. And that level goes up as you upgrade all your other heroes.
Okay, so it's not just going to go up because you're playing. You got to be upgrading those heroes.
Exactly.
To move that number and then like allow access higher upgrades for your heroes. All right.
So we can go again and use another daily hero and still get that shard, because you can do it 4 times.
All right, so you're bringing who is this person?
Raylag, the vengeful ruler. So he's gonna start me off with a harpy, which is nice because I do like my harpies, Chris.
You do.
And if I could upgrade him more, he'd give me even a dungeon. So Raylag is someone I'm probably gonna roll with in the long run, just because I really like the dungeon synergy.
Put in some Raylag work, man.
Yeah, let's put it in.
It's getting vengeful out here.
Of course, if I wanted to do this all at once, I could just place all 3 of these at once, but they're not necessarily my strongest heroes, and so I want to still do well enough to place top 50.
I mean, you placed top 5, Yusuf. I think you're doing okay.
I mean, heroes make a big difference.
That's true. That's
and
true.
You know, the more time you put in, the stronger your heroes will be for sure. Nothing
Adorable
in the
Tommy
game is like locked behind a paywall or anything like that. You know, you can get everywhere just by playing more.
There you go. Adorable Tommy's asking, how'd you guys start your journey with Ubisoft, and for how many months or years have you been working for Ubisoft? All right, a little backstory here. I'll start off. I've been working for Ubisoft for about 4 years. Before that, I worked for GameSpot, which is like a video games media press site. I wrote reviews. I did video shows and whatnot, and so then I moved to the Ubisoft news team to, you know, showcase Ubisoft games, do interviews with developers, create videos to just sort of like show off new Ubisoft stuff, what's coming up and also what's out there, give you a look at like who are the people who create these games and sort of showcase the creativity behind it. So yeah, been on the team for about 4 years now.
Yeah, I've been here for about 3.5 now. Came on not too long after Chris. I started on the PR team as a PR intern actually, and doing that for about a year before I switched over to the Ubisoft news team. And yeah, been working with Chris ever since.
Here we are, auto battling, battle royale and auto chessing, might and magic, chess royale. This game is free, folks. You play this on mobile or on PC. And Yusuf is here giving you the strategeries.
All the best tips and strats. I mean, you want to place, top 5. You know, I've placed top 5, and I've won a match on this stream now.
On this stream.
Exactly.
He's performing. Ooh,
right, so
Swordmaster's
sometimes
ready
you
to
just
go.
get lucky like this. I have to do it. I have to buy them.
Are the merged heroes that strong?
I mean, well, I should have showed you there, like the stats of one, unmerged, and then the stats of one merged. What the nice thing is that they also all have an alt, so you see oh, you can't see. Let me move the pit frame, lower it down. So right here you see propaganda grants 40 bonus damage to surrounding allies. So if it's just one unit, that's 30. But because it's a 2-star unit, it's 40. If it were a 3-star unit, it'd be 50.
Solid.
I typically ascribe to the fact that it's not worth pursuing a 3-star unit, because it takes so long to get there.
It's a huge investment.
It's a lot of luck too to get 9 of the same unit.
Now, when you say surrounding allies, is that like up, down, left, right surrounding? Is it like the whole box around, like not 9 square?
I believe it's up, down, left, right. Like you'll see a little cross that gets kind of shown.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, that's what that was.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Yusuf, at the beginning of the stream, I haven't played this game yet. At the beginning of the stream, it was kind of a lot to take in, but having you talk through it and just watching a bunch of matches, it's becoming pretty clear, I think.
Nice.
I mean, we'll see once maybe I'll just pull out my phone right here and just start playing the match.
So, I mean, if I'm being honest, too, full, guilty pleasure of mine, this is the game requires, a lot of attention in between rounds, but not, a ton. Or, I mean, you literally can't do anything while the fight's happening. So, this is a game I like to play as I'm, watching TV or something, or, kind of, have my attention split somewhere else a little bit.
Otherwise unwinding.
Yeah. It's a nice way to, round out my day. Played in bed before I go to sleep.
The punitive rushes. Oh, my goodness. Was it some sort of tree attack?
Seemed like it.
Roots from beyond?
Well, so that person was also using Raylag.
We got Couches and Choopy in the chat. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Yusuf, with a strong opening gambit here in your 3rd match of the stream. Finished number 1 first, number 5 second. Let's see how far he makes it this time, Yusuf. What? You got your beloved harpies out there.
I do. So my harpy's already at level 2. I'm not gonna go for spells.
And so you were saying those spells, you can see which ones are ready to go at any given time without being in a match?
Yeah, so just at the home screen, you'll see spells of the day is something that pops up, and so you can scout out what the spells are, so you can plan even ahead of time. But the reason I don't go for this is so cannon fodder, your common and uncommon units have a 50% chance to explode upon death, dealing a certain amount of damage. I mean, it's all well and good, like definitely, but I think the goal is to eventually start replacing those common units with higher tier units, so they're not on the board for very long.
Gotcha.
Ideally, that's not always how it goes. And actually, another thing I should point out is that when you buy spells, they're only active for 5 turns.
But
Interesting. If you buy, so if I buy, I've been buying the arrow spell. Let's say I buy one star tier of that, it'll be active for 5 turns. But if the next turn I buy another star tier, it'll refresh that. So I can essentially use something for 4 turns, upgrade it,
keep
4
it
more
rolling.
turns out of it, upgrade it again, get 4 more turns out of it.
Gotcha. Hey, HDK, welcome to the chat. You just started playing yesterday. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it. It says interface can use lots of upgrades. Well, there was a big update this week, and this game is going to be, continuing to receive updates. So if you have any feedback for the game, support.ub.com is a great place to put that in there. That's a place where you can find forums that the development teams are monitoring and stuff like that.
I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, The Wrapped. Thanks for joining. Shades, welcome. You were expressing some regret there.
I did. I accidentally sold. I miscalculated. And I thought if I sold my fire giant, I could upgrade to level 6 and play another unit. But I needed 6 gold to do that, and the fire giant only was gonna get 4. Ugh, and I lost.
Wow. I don't know if the fire giant would have made the difference. That was a pretty resounding defeat. But you're in the top 50. You can get that Azure chest or whatever Azure award thing. Can't remember what it is. Shade saying haven't played yet, but long time Might and Magic fan, so looking forward to getting some time in. Yeah, I've been saying I played a bunch of Heroes of Might and Magic back in the day, and a lot of the creature designs are like calling back these memories from so many years ago that I'm like, oh man, the Archangel, yes, they were so badass. The Bone Dragon, like having flashbacks to like swarms of troglodytes. It's really fun to see how the character models are still have that Might and Magic essence, but have been upgraded and they look different and they look really cool. I like it.
Okay, so there I replaced my Lava Elemental with my 2-star Orc. Even though, again, Lava Elemental is technically like a higher tier unit, I'll take a 2-star uncommon unit over a 1-star rare unit.
Well, your 2-star Orc is dead. I don't know how much work.
I know.
That seemed pretty fast.
All right,
they're into the back line now.
Not doing so hot this time. All right, we're in the top 40 now. We're on our last hero. But Catherine is our strongest hero, so
save
hopefully...
the best for last.
Exactly. And that's...
Also, you did suffer 2 losses that round that you went to number 1.
Yeah, sure. There you go. There's precedent here.
It's a do or die for Pierre and Yusuf Magid here.
But that's typically how you want to sort of organize your units, or your heroes, is from weakest to strongest. Okay, let's see what we can pull out here. Ooh, yeah.
There's your Hydra.
And that's going to complete our dungeon synergy. All right, we just got a lot stronger. I'm actually going to go ahead and sell the Lava Elementals. I'm not feeling them this round.
So now would you look in the shop again and see?
I could, yeah. I could keep looking. I'm going to buy the Valkyrie.
Because you had the Valkyrie already, so if you get a third, you'll get that merged.
Exactly. I couldn't play it, though, right now anyway. There's no shame in taking your gold to the next round with you. Especially if you're at more than 1 health. Like right now I'm at 1 HP. I kind of have to fight for each round. I definitely want to be getting stronger each round, but if you're at 3 HP, you're at 2 HP, you could afford to necessarily to lose a round. It's okay to take a loss and take your gold to the next round if it's if you have nothing really to spend it on right there. And if it's just
the next round, you're going to get a whole new slate of stuff, of creatures you can potentially purchase.
And it's going to give you 1 more XP anyway. Like, win or lose, you get 1 XP. and so like it's always better if like right now like if I upgrade 1 XP, it's not going to give me any more units. So rather than wasting that gold there, just upgrading my level a little bit where it's not actually going to change anything, I can decide to hold it to the next round where I can make more decisions with that gold.
There's your Valkyrie.
There is my Valkyrie. I'm going to just do this all the way, and then we can play the Valkyrie. It's going to give me the warrior synergy now.
Okay. 4 synergies rolling into battle here. This should be a good one. Oh, man.
Oh, wrecked.
Wow. Oh, viciously wrecked. Oh, dang.
Grumpy old beard. Yeah, auto chess meets might and magic. Meets battle royale.
You got it.
I always like seeing like, all right, like who's firing shots at who here in this in-between screen.
Wow, we just have some players on some hot streaks. Couple undefeated players coming in here.
Once you, yeah. I mean, we saw that in that one game. I was on that 10 or 11 win streak. Like your portrait starts to glow. Looks like it's on fire.
Get the target on your back.
Oh yeah.
But you're not choosing your opponent here. It's just gonna randomly match you with someone for each one. Yusuf's coming up against Tiger with a win streak of 8. What are you looking for here, buddy? What do you?
So I bought the fire giant, which again I would have had 2 at this point, and then I'm gonna spend 8 gold to be able to play him.
To put another unit out there, because you're on the brink of elimination. Every round you gotta go.
Yeah, and this person hasn't lost yet, so I want to be as strong as possible. It gave me also my fortress synergy.
Battle starts. Oh, it's looking okay for you, buddy. It's looking real okay.
Ooh.
Still so many units on the board, too.
I know. But, that person, too, they were using... I think they still had Raylag on there. But they... now they will go to, theoretically, a stronger hero, even.
Sure. Because they're probably also saving their stronger hero for last. Ooh, I like this Minotaur-looking vibe. I like that green dragon too, the mane of leafy trees.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever really played a green dragon. It's like a Sylvan synergy, which I rarely run. My Firebow, do you see your comments? So if you're actually already really high rank, you get a lot of backfill chests and heroes that way. Like on mobile, again, I've played hours and dozens and dozens of hours of this. As soon as the update came out, I had a ton of heroes, epic ones too, to upgrade and utilize. So if you're a longtime player of this game, the Heroes Reborn update certainly will give you credit for all the work time you put in.
Ooh, Yusuf.
There we go.
That was a brawl, man. There was some action. It definitely was like a little unclear which way it was going to go. Some of the ones it becomes very clear very quickly how it's going.
Yes.
All right, into the top 11.
I don't normally run a Zealot, so I think I've been forgetting to buy them once they come up. There we go.
All right. What's the Zealot? Is the Zealot a healing unit?
Yeah. And I think Catherine actually is, that's my starting unit with her. And so that I've been playing it because I start out with one, and starting out with a rare, third tier unit at the very beginning is always good. So I've been including them.
Nice.
And of course, I get 20% damage and HP with my Haven units, which a Zealot and a Swordmaster are.
Ooh. Strong offensive.
Here we go.
Got him back to the corner. Oh, dang.
All right,
into
top
the
10
top.
now. Top 10. It wasn't looking so hot for us before.
Hey, 2750, welcome to the chat. Twitch.tv/Ubisoft. That's where we're chatting, folks.
You can also hover over people and see their loadout. Like, you can see how much gold they have, what heroes they're running. Like, I'm surprised this person right here is on an 11 win streak, only has 1 synergy. That's very surprising to me.
They have a lot of merged units, maybe? That's 6? How many do you have? That I mean, you still have a fair amount of those too, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Hey, a lot of ways to win.
Okay, we're gonna go Aerostorm hard here.
Love the Aerostorm. It's just like, I mean, it's not free damage, but it's like regular, consistent damage. Then again, it's every 4 seconds, right? So some of these battles are not lasting 8 seconds.
Yeah, no, some are super quick. The funny thing too is that if the time runs out, it's just a draw. No one loses any health. Even if one person has more HP than the other, it's all about just, is there a winner in the, I think it's what, 30 seconds? 25 maybe? We'll see. Yeah, 25 seconds. If the units are still fighting it out after 25 seconds, it's a draw. You
Interesting.
have to fight another round. Here
Ooh.
we go. Winning.
All right, these are some commanding victories coming into the final stretch here, you said.
Well, you get 2 extra gold. You see right here, I get a Slayer bonus for knocking someone out completely.
Oh, I see. When you're the final blow.
Yeah.
Five competitors remain. So how does it work when, like, I mean,
I know what you're about to ask, and I don't know the answer.
Okay. Okay, I was like, 5, like these 2 fight and these 2 fight.
I think the highest, the person who hasn't won, or the person who is doing the best gets kind of like a bye. I think that's how it works.
Have you experienced this bye?
Yeah, I think like there's been periods where it's like I'm looking at the screen for a bit longer, like that.
Oh,
screen
okay,
with
yeah.
everyone else. So I'm like,
Gotcha.
oh, maybe they're fighting behind the scenes here. Ah, come on.
What do you want?
This is what I wanted.
You want that Archangel out
Well,
there?
and the Archangel now is going to get a buff too because I have Catherine. Remember, it is a Haven unit.
Right, and if you had Catherine a higher level, you get even more of a buff because it's her like preferred unit.
Yes, exactly. You're learning, Chris.
I've been reading. Oh. Terrell there says 1 person fights a clone of someone's army. Clone has no portrait. Terrell, your knowledge in this chat has been very valuable to us. We're really glad to have you on board.
All right, so this person again. This is the undefeated person. Oof. All right, so they also have. Oh, another interesting thing too about spells. So you see, this says 8 out of 20 up top here, Chris.
Yeah.
Every player buys from the same pool of spells.
Oh, so
spells,
it can sell out.
Yeah, spells can sell out if you don't buy them fast enough. All right, there's not much else we can do.
That Archangel really wants you to buy it.
Yeah, but I can't play it. And if I refresh, I can maybe buy a Fire Giant, but then I lose the Archangel. Couldn't do it.
Ooh, it's not gonna do it.
I didn't get anything out of it.
Well, the Archangel wouldn't have gone into battle at this point anyways, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't have, so not a huge loss. Oh. What is there?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, they have two level 2 vampires. Or 3.
Maybe this is the mystery behind their not a lot of synergies, but winning success.
Yeah, I think they just went real hard at the Necropolis synergy.
Yeah. Yusuf, number 4 out of 100 players.
4.
Not bad, buddy.
Got another Azure medal.
3 top 5 finishes. Pretty solid.
Oh, my top dealing unit was an Archangel. That's interesting. Because again, that didn't get played till pretty late. Shows you how important those legendary units are, though. And it was, it's definitely being buffed by Catherine and all else.
Sure.
All right, Chris. I'm thinking now maybe we go for one last match.
Okay.
And I play my 2 other daily heroes. All right.
Just go for the daily.
Yeah, just go for the daily, and then it'll give us our 2 Azure medals needed to get a chest.
I like it.
Theoretically. Hopefully Catherine can carry us to...
Catherine's going to have to put these other folks on their back. All right.
My firebow. So officer rank is pretty low. Still, like I think like on, like if you check the hero list, like you'll see that the more trophies you get, like at a certain point you'll get some trophies that'll just unlock some rare heroes for you. Which again, of course, rare heroes are, epic tier heroes. And so like the more time you put in, like you'll just automatically unlock those heroes. And so like right now, like this isn't super high rank like officer, whereas like commander, which is like what I am on mobile, which is like a giant gold or like platinum emblem with like a bunch of stars and stuff like that. Like that like
you fancy, huh?
Oh, I'm real fancy. But that'll give you a bunch of stuff.
All right, so this is a hero you do not run frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Rocking the unshakable faith.
So yeah, like this here, like I got from these two heroes that I swapped out, I got a Justicar, which is a melee DPS like assassin, and then I got the Dryad, which is a healing unit. And so I also have the Zealot, which is a healing unit. So I'm rolling with 2 healing units and an assassin.
But there's like a healing range to them, right? Like it, and that's kind of like a, you know, like towards the end, we saw the green circle around one of the characters that was distant, like too distant from your any of your other characters to heal them. So is that another, like, all heals aren't created equal? You got to be mindful of what kind of attack patterns your team is assuming if you want to benefit from those.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's important to consider, but again, you can't decide where your units move once the battle starts. So it's not always going to be able to like to be up to you. Like maybe the Dryad triggers the healing AoE when there really aren't many people around, but it will at least heal itself.
Oh sure, it'll at least heal itself. Yeah, it's good to see. Hambone, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, you've missed Yusuf's 3 finishes at number 1, number 5, and number 4. We're going for another one here to round out the stream. The goal is to get into the top 50. He's playing with some heroes that he's maybe aren't his strongest, but man, they're looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, right now it's working out for me.
Victory. And folks, if this game is at all interesting to you, it's free. You can play it on PC, you can play it on iOS or Android. Yeah, it's called Might and Magic Chess Royale. You can get it on Mac OS or Windows.
Yeah, as long as you have anything that you can run Uplay on, really. Or, you know, your mobile device.
Battle Dwarf Druid.
I'm gonna go Orc. So the reason I'm not like paying too much attention to a lot of these units is that like they're common white units, and like that's, you know, I'd rather go for a
and you see that just in the name, like the Fire Giant is
like,
purple. So you're
purple.
probably gonna pick that guy up next round, right?
Yeah, probably. I'm actually gonna swap out the Dryad for a Harpy. And the nice thing about those starting units too is that they're just like any old units. So like if you don't like your starting units, you can, you know, you should know what they are obviously because you're choosing the heroes. But if at any point you want to just sell them, you can do that and buy, you know, just like you can sell any unit and buy more things with it. With that.
It's a Harpy battle. And our first rounds of elimination start to come down the pipe.
Oh yeah. So now the first tier of spells are opened up. And actually, I mentioned, Chris, that the spells are all from a cumulative pool. So are the heroes, actually, or the units. Not heroes. The units, like there are a finite number of Harpies out there. There are a finite number of red dragons out there.
So if a bunch of people are going hard on Harpies, you might not end up seeing them at all.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And it's like if I miss a chance to buy, you know, this Hydra here, I might not have a chance to get it later.
Going for that dungeon synergy?
Oh yeah, you know me. I'm gonna sell the Dryad here, and I'm actually gonna buy both Cyclopses. Like, the Cyclopses will synergize with my Orc when I play them. It'll give me that that Stronghold synergy.
Yeah, so these words like Stronghold, Haven, you know, Sylvan, they're like definitely the kind of harken back to to Might and Magic history, to the different kind of like cities or like heroes you can play as in Heroes of Might and Magic.
What kind of game was Heroes of Might and Magic? Because I'm guessing it wasn't an auto chess battle royale, right?
You're correct. Basically, you would control a hero. You would start off with a hero, and you'd have sort of like a castle or a stronghold, and you would venture out into the world, sort of like a top-down or isometric view, and like you'd carry an army with you, and you'd fight creatures and try to like claim territory in terms of like mines or resources or find artifacts to power up your hero, but also to get resources back to your castle. Because then inside your castle, you'd build new structures to like give you to spawn more units every week, to spawn more to give you different options for, you know, increasing your resources and the power of your hero. You could eventually buy multiple heroes and like send different armies around different places, fight against other enemy heroes. It was a great one for a hot seat multiplayer because it was turn based. So I would have friends over and we'd play till like 4 a.m. and sleep till 6 a.m. and get up and play more.
Got it. So Chris, I encountered a shop here where I want to buy everything.
You want to buy everything?
Yeah, but I can only play so many units. So I pulled my Swordmaster there for a Cyclops. Might not have been the best move.
Did take an L, but you're in the top 50, so you're gonna get those Azure shards, or whatever the word is. The Azure thingy dealios. Technical terms.
Technical terms, thank you. Satagen? Or Satagen?
Cytogen.
This is not a new game, but it did receive a new update recently. I can't even buy everything, Chris. Oh no. Because I'm running out of room.
You are pretty stacked up on the back line there.
We're gonna play some stuff. There we go.
Ooh, what's gonna be? Hey, Echo Knight, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, Cytogen, this is Might and Magic Chess Royale. It's a free-to-play game on PC and mobile. It's been out for a little bit now, but just got a huge update to introduce heroes and a new layer of strategy. Yeah, pretty neat. And Yusuf has been sharing tips throughout the whole stream, so if you're interested, you can always like watch the recording of the stream on YouTube or on Twitch to pick up some tips and get a little more familiar with it before you jump in, or you can just jump right in.
I think the game is best learned just by playing it. All right, so we didn't do good that time. I need to stop buying units, and I need to start...
Got a real thick back line of units waiting on the bench.
Those bench units are getting me nowhere. I just need some of them to start merging. All right, here we go. There it is. Here we go.
Oh my, the merges are coming together.
Can't do anything more there. What I am gonna start doing though is pulling things to get my synergies right. So there we go. I got my dungeon synergy. I got my assassin synergy now too. And I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do right now.
You have 4 synergies now. I feel like you had 1 before you did that reshuffling.
That might have been true. Ooh, this will be a close one. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is a really close one. I don't know.
We're good. We're good.
Worked out. Into the top 25. Let's go. My Firebow. I hear your frustration. Sorry to hear you're frustrated with the game. You know, maybe it's time for some zenning out with some Firebow action. What firebowing have you been enjoying lately? There's a lot of Firebows out there, and I know you know all of them. Let me know. Gamers Linked is thinking, ooh, want a crossover event with other UB games like Brawlhalla. Are you thinking like you want to see some Brawlhalla legends come on into this, or you want to see like Mundo show up in Brawlhalla and start kicking people's butts? I would be a Mundo main. I'm just kidding. We haven't seen it. I don't know what Mundo is. It's just predict.
This might backfire on me, but I'm gonna do it. Nope, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Oof.
Ooh. down to the wire, making strategic decisions. He's sweating it out, folks. How's it gonna go? It looks like it's gonna go very well. Last minute care. Or no, there's some pretty resilient backline units back there, but no, it's not good enough. Once you start focusing your attention on them. Oh wait, or no, it's ghosts.
We're good.
Nope. It's good. It's good.
Whew. Okay, so that's...
Garrett, hey, thanks for coming to stop by.
Hey, what's going on?
My firebow doing the Skyrim. Nice. Skyrim flames. So satisfying.
Okay, I'm selling these orcs.
See you later, orcs. And that's not, you're selling them at full value, right?
Yep.
You're not taking a hit on them.
Yeah. Do not lose money.
So right now, are you just re-rolling to try to
I'd
get
like to
heroes
either get a
murder?
Hydra or a Harpy.
Yep.
There we go. Take that. Okay. Nothing more we can really do.
Into the top 20.
Next round, I'll probably sell this Just card to play the Archangel. If I make it to next round, that is. Don't count my chickens before they hatch.
There is a blood feast underway, Yusuf. I don't know if you saw that.
It is. Blood Feast is a good battle power, too.
Rockin' strong synergy action here. You are not the synergy leader, but you're doing well.
No. And you can, like I said, you can hover over people, see what synergies they're rocking. I think you can even, if you click down here, you see a drop down of who has, how many people have, 6 synergies.
Oh,
5.
interesting. Yeah, there's like a good amount of people. Oh, I guess, yeah. Never mind, folks. So that you just start talking again.
I'm gonna sell this.
Hold it. I'm seeing the Archangel come in late from you a lot. Is that just because the Archangel is a legendary unit and is...
So if you see at the very bottom here, I'm level 7, so the probability of my units changes as I upgrade. So
Yep.
uncommon units are 25%, rare 30, epic 22, legendary 6% there. So as I level up, I'm gonna get access to higher power units. That's how it's structured. So you're never gonna get an Archangel in the first 3 to 4 levels. It's only as the game goes on and if you get into late game that you start, getting access to them. Ooh, this is a really good fight.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna make it.
Hard
I think
to tell.
Ooh.
Those Hydras multiplying. Oh, the Hydra is good.
Hydra is really good. The Vampire is also really good because the Vampire has lifesteal.
You have mentioned that in a few of these matches before. Do you ever run the Vampire yourself?
Oh, I do. I'm playing. I have one right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I've heard you say that about your opponents.
I think I came across one person who I was playing him probably on mobile, who hadn't lost at all, was just dominating, and then I finally get matched up against them. It's okay, what is going on? How are they so good? And I realized they had a level 3 Vampire, and I was like, that's why. 100%.
Right
that is the reason.
They bought 9 vampires.
They bought 9 vampires. They took all the vampires from everyone else.
And they smushed them all into one mega vampire.
Terralthor, you had a tip there where you said you can see how many picks of each unit between rounds by scrolling to the top menu. Oh, do you mean at the screen of 99 people? Is that what you mean?
It's do or die. The arrow rain is coming down.
Stunning tribute, though.
Seeing a solid block of red. Lots of healing coming out. Some of those red bars are pretty resilient, but oh, the tide is turning.
The tide is turned. Whew.
Top 6.
Thank you for the tip.
Referring to
Is this
information.
I guess.
Hey man,
I didn't have enough time.
back into it. It's time for another fight.
Okay, so I'm just gonna buy these, see what happens. Getting a little, getting a little antsy.
That reroll cost going up, but got the Valkyrie.
Oh, but I can't play
Got
it.
the Valkyrie come into play.
Can't play it.
But you keep the two non-merged in there. Well, obviously the Archangel, because that's a legendary character, but the other...
Yeah, well, the Archangel's getting a buff, obviously, from Catherine, again, because it's a Haven unit. It's also synergizing with my Zealot. If we live to fight another round, I'll be able to play it. It looks like we will.
Looking pretty good.
All right. That's a top 5 finish.
Showing Kirby the door. Into the top 5 for the 4th consecutive match. Amazing. Yusuf, you were telling me a lot before the stream.
Oh, this is what they mean. Oh, that's super cool. I actually never knew this. So you can see how many... Is this how many picks are left, or how many people have picked them?
It looks like how many people have picked, I would guess.
I appreciate that tip. That's really cool.
Into the top 5.
Okay. Here we go. Get our Harpy in there. Or our Valkyrie.
Yeah, it's how many have picked.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend the rest of this on upgrading my arrows all the way. Ooh, let's see what you got, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, the Argentinian Star-Lord, coming in our top 5 battle here in Might and Magic Chess Royale.
My synergies are a bit weaker than they normally are.
Like, you only have 4 as opposed to more?
Yeah. Or I have 5.
Woof. This is tough.
Oof.
This is a tough one.
That's really close.
Oh, it's really hard to tell. Oh, no.
Battle power kicking in?
Battle power gonna do it?
Yeah! Oh, come on! There we go. Woo!
We were sweating that one.
That was really close.
Do you throw out the well played?
Oh, yeah, sure. Toss out a well played.
Boom. That was just... All right, Yusuf, into the top 3. What are you looking for here?
Okay, I like the Behemoth here. All right, I'm gonna do something brash, Chris. I'm gonna sell my Archangel.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
That's gonna let me upgrade it to level 9. I can play the Behemoth, and I'm gonna get 2 synergies out of this. There aren't many units that have the exact same synergies. The Cyclops and the Behemoth do. So if you play both of them, you'll get Dungeon and Colossus.
So these are active synergies. You can tell they're active because the border has turned red, like say the hand. I was looking at the ones that were stars, but those are just maxed out synergies.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You also see them under your name at the very top.
Oh, I see. Well, it seems to be working out for you. Bold moves paying off here.
Woo!
Into the top 2.
There we go.
Yusuf, can you go out in the #1 spot? The pressure is on.
All right, this is lit.
It's down to it.
Health left.
What is the move? What do you feel like you need to shore up here? What are you looking for?
So I'm immediately gonna upgrade to level 10. I'm gonna buy this Bone Dragon just in case. I'm gonna refresh now.
There's that Archangel.
Yeah, but I can't merge it. I'm not gonna be able to afford merging it.
Oh, and you can't play 2 Archangels.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell the Bone Dragon. I am going to play the Red Dragon. And that's gonna give me the Fortress now synergy. I feel good about this, Chris. This is the best I could have done, I think.
You feeling strong?
Let's see. Oh, you know what? I could have spent that 2 gold on a level 1 spell.
Give you a little bit extra, but I don't know. This looks like a very strong opener.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We didn't even need it. Let's go.
There it is.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's how you end a stream.
2 #1 finishes to bookend this stream here. Yusuf McGee, give it up.
Hey, thank you.
Jeez.
I assume everyone in chat's clapping as well, but I'll just have to take your word for it.
I hear it. I hear the claps from all around the world.
Thank you,
awesome, man. Great work, dude. That was fun to watch you play.
Yeah, I think this is a really fun game. Definitely, like, not enough people I think know about it. But so I'm glad to be able to stream it, show it off, give it some of the love it deserves.
All right, so you're getting some hero
shards.
Points? Or shards to help level up a lot of your heroes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then if I go in here too, like this is my overall progression. So, I unlocked another portrait, so I can change my portrait now.
Okay.
And so yeah, like you can see as you upgrade, like you become a general, and you know, then you get a cooler thing. You get just more heroes themselves. Go along here, more chests, more heroes, more portraits, more shards, more coins. Yeah, and so to give you an idea of like how far along I am on mobile, I'm somewhere in this neighborhood right here. Like,
ouch.
I've played quite a bit of this game.
Well, your experience showed today, Yusuf. Thank you for finishing in the top 5 4 rounds in a row, including 2 number 1 finishes.
Hey,
do it. You know, it's not every stream that we get to like be real good at the game, and that's fine. That's not the point. But it's fun to be real good at the game.
It's fun to be good. For sure.
Awesome, folks. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. Shout out to the folks sharing their Might and Magic Chess Royale knowledge with us. If you are interested in this game, find it on PC, find it on iOS or Android. It's free. Get into it and use some of those Yusuf tips. Yusuf, give us the top 3 tips. 1, 2, 3.
Top 3 tips. Oh gosh. I'd say units over spells until you get the legendary ones. I'd say make sure there's no shame in saving your gold for the next round unless you're at 1 HP. And then make sure your heroes are you're equipping the heroes with the battle powers you like with the starting units you like. Those are my
also
3 tips.
synergies. Bam.
I mean, you said 3. I had to cut some things out. Synergies.
No, that was my tip that I learned from all my experience with this game.
100%.
Awesome, folks. Yeah, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate you out there joining us for this Friday Ubisoft News Plays. We'll be back on Wednesday and Friday of next week, every week at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So please join us. We'd love to have you. Yusuf, are you going to try to play another round of this? Are you, or are you able to put it down at any time?
I'm not working the rest
you
of
can
the
play
day.
whenever you want to.
Yes, I'm in it now. No, but yeah, definitely check out the game. Like I said, it's extremely fun, free to play, great, in the background while you're doing something else if you want even, or just put it on a playlist, put it on a podcast, and get into it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This is Ubisoft News Plays. Every Wednesday and Friday we stream at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and follow the channel too if you're not already, and you'll get notified when we go live.
Do it, and have a great weekend.
Take care, y'all.